Hi, everyone. My name is Satan or Alessa Vamp art on the interwebs. Long time no see. I've missed you guys. Today I will be playing Yuiza. She uses she, her pronouns for now. I use any pronouns. And she is a something rogue warlock. We don't know yet. That's me.
Hey everybody, I'm Zachary Vaudo, and I am playing your Domfir Wild Oracle Arat Kshizhin. Any pronouns are totally fine as long as they're not derogatory. And just trying to figure out what's going on in this cave with my past popping up here and there inside of it.
Yeah, hey, I'm Abby. I'm your local Dinan nerd, but tonight I'm your Fisscourth. Keening for now. Cleric, a hooling, and our pronouns are she, her, because our moms picked them out.
Hello, everybody. I'm RJ. Today I'll be playing Sulong Shen. We both go by he, him. He is a druid barbarian, and I'm here to have a good time. And by the way, Zach, the answer is slimes. Slimes is the answer.
I mean, slimes is always the answer, isn't it? Hey, everybody. I'm Sara Roberts. I use any pronouns, and I will be your GM and storyteller and disaster tour guide for this evening. Y'all ready to do a little recap and play the game? Last we left off, you had all gone exploring through this, some may call it a dungeon. I like to call it a forgotten temple. You discovered a tiny bit of lore about this place, a civilization forgotten to time, no longer a part of the communities you've interacted with, no longer a presence at all, it seems, on this continent. And as you made your way through dealing with some of the inhabitants that had made this abandoned place their home, you discovered a few bits of information about an old friend that Arat made many years ago. A portrait, a handkerchief, a photo of an elven man. And as you all stood there contemplating what all this could mean, from the rafters, a creature who had been lurking high above you made its presence known as a gibbering mouther jumped down to say hello to you all. As this creature drops down and begins screeching and gibbering, and you all thought Fisscourth was annoying in the mornings when she started chittering about before coffee, but this thing takes the cake. It is almost as though it resonates between your ears, within your skull. Because it has ambushed you, it does get a surprise attack on you all. So, Sulong, since you are the closest, you will be the first for it to attack. Does a 18 hit you?
Does not.
Okay. And a 4 will not hit you at all either. So, with that, we will go ahead and head into our lovely fight here, starting with Arat at the top of the round.
Really quick question before I begin my actions.
Really quick answer.
About how attunement works. Because seeing something I picked up earlier, I see that it does need to be attuned to. Is attunement a conscious action, or is it just focusing on thing? Okay.
You have to spend a minimum of a short rest with an object in order to attune to it, I believe.
Okay.
So, since you are starting your turn, I will need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. That is going to total out to 20.
Okay, fantastic. You will also need, since you are so close, I will also need to make you to make a DC 10 strength saving throw, as the floor around this creature becomes sticky and gooey, and your feet begin to stick in their place.
You said a 10, a saving throw or a check?
Saving throw.
Okay. That is 11.
11, fantastic. You succeed on the check, so you are not trapped in place. What would you like to do with your turn?
Well, I have absolutely no idea what happened. I was focused on these little trinkets from my long lost friend. I've had the ring on my pinky finger, just sort of turning it around, focusing on it, and then suddenly something really loud just dropped from the ceiling. So without thinking, I'm going to back Ray of Frost telekinetic shove this thing. Does a 13 hit it?
A 13 does hit.
Okay. And that's gonna... So if I use this die that I pulled out of the slime that you sent us, because for those of you at home, we still have more to go. If I have 2d8 damage for a Ray of Frost, does that mean I roll this thing twice?
It will only count for one of those 2d8.
Cool. Just checking.
But it does count for double its face value.
Great. Well, then that's going to be 9 cold damage to it.
Oh.
And then it immediately needs to make a strength saving throw of 16.
I would love to do that. And it rolls a 15. How far back does it go?
Only 5 feet, but yeah. Instantly, Arat's just like, hand out, blast of cold, and push back 5 feet to whatever the hell just dropped from the ceiling.
You know what? That's a really fair reaction, I would say.
I can't even see what it was. It's just a loud noise fell down.
It's loud. It's sticky.
It's moist. Get out of here.
What the hell was that?
Fisscourth. It's
Oh boy.
your turn, Sunshine. I will need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Ooh, just for funsies, because I've got such a cute hearing, can I make it at disadvantage?
If you would like to impose disadvantage on yourself, I will allow it.
I will, and I'll roll physical. Okay, 18. And another 18. Does an 18 pass?
It does pass.
Sweet.
I will also need you, since you are right on that edge, to make a strength saving throw.
Uh-oh. Does a 13 pass?
It does. Good job. Your feet are not stuck to the floor. It becomes gooey under your little bat beans.
Oh, it's like those preserves we had at the Warden's. Horrid.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to cast Toll the Dead at this thing,
Okay.
which it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
It rolls a 19.
It passes. It doesn't take any damage.
I'm sorry.
It's the stickiness. It's a sensory thing. I can't focus on stuff. Just my feet. Oh. But that's my turn.
Alrighty. Up next, we have Yuiza. Yuiza, I will need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
What if I don't want to?
You could just let me kill your character right here, right now. Want to roll someone new up?
No, it's fine.
I guess you can willingly fail a saving throw, right?
I don't have
You
to.
can.
Why willingly
You're
save
willing.
a saving throw when you can just regularly fail the saving throw with a 4?
All right. Our first fail of the wisdom save. I will need you to roll me 1d8.
Sure. A 1.
A 1. All right. Nothing happens to you this time.
Cool.
Can you roll me that strength save?
Sure. You mean the save that's -2?
Yeah.
A 1. Not natural, but I rolled a 3.
You are also going to get moved to physical dice.
Maybe I should move up. Maybe I should use my shiny new dice that we've been uncovering from the slime this entire event.
Yeah.
I don't.
You probably should have used something other than whatever you rolled. Because your speed is going to be 0 until the start of your next turn.
That's cool. It's not like I was planning on running away anyway.
All right, what would you like to do with your turn?
I think Yuiza tries to, because she's stuck on the floor, right? And she's trying to like lift her feet up. She's like, I don't like this, and she's going to, Eldritch Blast, baby. Don't fail me now, please. 22.
22. That does hit.
Force damage 13. Pow pow.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll my second one because I'm level 2 warlock, baby. Oh wait, so I'm level 6, baby. I don't know how to play this game anymore. 14.
A 14 does hit.
8 force damage.
Okay.
To look at Fisscourth with the most upset expression she has ever shown Fisscourth because her feet are sticky and she doesn't wear shoes.
Up next, we have Sulong.
Hello. I rolled a wisdom save for you.
Okay. And what is that wisdom save?
It's a 7.
A 7. Delightful. Can you roll me a d8, please?
You got it, boss. It's a 4.
Okay. Nothing happens. Can you roll me your strength save?
You got it. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. 24.
Okay. You are not stuck in place, but you do feel this stickiness begin to take hold beneath your boots. What would you like to do with your turn?
Real quick, does this floor count as difficult terrain?
It does.
Thank you for confirming. Okay. Bonus action rage.
Okay.
And I will punch the gibbering mouther in the gibbering mouth.
Please do.
Does a 13 hit?
A 13 does hit.
Cool. A 16 on an athletics check to shove.
Okay, let's see.
4 points of bludgeoning damage, plus 12 thunder damage, and it is pushed back 10 feet, as Sulong delivers a very swift kick into it to launch it backwards.
Okay. And that brings us to the end of the round with the gibbering mouther's turn. It's going to spit towards the group in the back. You all watch as this thing gurgles and lurches like a cat about to pop up a hairball. And all of a sudden, you see a glob of, you hope it's just stomach fluid, shoot through the air and land right in front of you, Yuiza. I will need every creature within 15 feet of that point to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
I don't like the noises that's coming. I mean, I do, but also, stop it.
Got
That was such a visceral description. Oh my god.
It was.
You're welcome.
I got a 19.
Something we can all relate to.
Yes.
19, okay.
19.
22.
19, 22.
14.
14, okay.
22.
22.
Buddies, twinsies.
You were all able to turn just in time as this viscous, chunky fluid splashes up towards your face. You are not blinded this time. Which brings us back to the top of the round. Everyone roll me perception.
Is this site-based or in general?
No, it's not.
All right.
Eight.
5.
16.
24.
And focus on the gunk between my toes.
For everyone who rolled above a 10, you hear a fainter gibbering coming from above you, a squelching, wet sound. And as you all peer up to see what is coming next, from above, another gibbering mouther drops down. And right in front of you, Sulong, a gelatinous cube falls into the center of the room.
It's just a family reunion. It's fine.
It is, isn't it? That brings us back to so we are at the top of the round with Arat. Arat, you heard something large, wet, splash down onto the floor, not too far from you.
Okay, I'm going to use scrying to my scrying ability to shuffle through my cards really quick. I check the top two and then put them on the top or the bottom. Okay,
Sounds good.
Rotate that around. Because I want this card. And I'm going to use one of my card draws as I hear things drop to the ground. And I'm going to draw the wizard card, which is going to disintegrate in my hand into the form of magic missile at 3rd level.
Okay.
So it's going to hit all 3 of these things. So for the gelatinous cube, because I rolled on the special d4, it's going to do 9 force damage because I got a 4 doubled plus 1. The one that I've already hit gets 4 force damage. And the new one gets 3 force damage. And then I'd like to use telekinetic shove on the gelatinous cube. If it could make me a DC 16 strength saving throw.
It rolled a 14.
Wonderful. I'd like to push it 5 feet backwards onto the gibbering mouther, please.
I will rule that it can do the engulf based on the wording of the feature.
Okay.
So give me one moment, because that requires me to do a dex save of the gibbering mouther.
Mm-hmm. For those of you keeping track at home, this is the second time I've tried to hit one creature with another creature in this cave.
And it works.
All right.
Okay, so it is pushed back. It's 5 feet back?
Yes.
Okay, so it goes back 5 feet. And gibbering mouther will take 8 points damage. Anything else?
No, that's my action, bonus action,
Okay.
and I'm
I
positioned
forgot
between everything.
I forgot your wisdom save.
Okay.
I will need that wisdom save.
Sure.
I believe I actually need it twice, but we'll just go with 1 for this combat.
Okay. 15.
15. That does save.
Okay, cool.
And you are not close enough to require that strength save.
All right.
Perfect. All right, up next, Fisscourth. I will need that wisdom save from you as well.
Oh boy. Oh, that's a nat 1.
Fisscourth, please roll me 1d8.
Let me roll my d, which is very pointy. 3.
A 3. You're good. You don't do anything out of the ordinary.
Excuse me?
May I... Actually, I don't need the strength save either from you. What would you like to do with your turn?
All right, this new thing has appeared. I am going to cast Inflict Wounds upon it, the one that just jumped down.
Okay.
Alrighty, let's see if this hits. Please hit. Please, that is all I ask. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does hit.
Yippee! Let me cast for damage then. Guess not, partner. That other gibbering mouth is taking 16 damage.
I love that for you. Good job. Anything else for your turn?
I will move more to the middle. It's very instinctual. Cast spell. Flee to the other side of the room away from it. It's like when a cockroach crawls from under the fridge.
Teacher,
Yes?
Inflict Wound has a range of touch.
Oh.
Oh, right. Let me fix that then by actually going up to it and hitting it. Easy fix.
I will need you to make that strength save as you enter closer towards the creature then.
Oh boy, easy fix. 17.
Okay, you're fine. All right, so you are right up next to it. Up next, we have Yuiza.
So I want to cast haste on Sulong.
Okay.
I don't know how to do that.
So you will need to roll a Arcana check to meet the DC of the spell scroll. Let me.
Okay.
It would be 10 plus a spell score level, so 13.
Yep.
It's 13, okay. 19.
19. Okay, you are able to cast a spell. The scroll, however, is consumed. So, RJ, you have haste casted on you. I believe that is a concentration spell as well.
I believe so, yes. So,
Okay. So you'll need to maintain concentration.
I sure will. He's gonna take out the spell scroll. And while some people say you have to read it, she's like, why would I need to read it when I can just put my hand on it and she'll just push magic into it and it'll just disintegrate and into like these little like bits of magic and ashes that are gonna wrap around Sulong. And Sulong, you feel super great. Hasted, even.
Any bonus action you'd like to take?
I can't move yet, can I?
Did you fail the...
I have not rolled it yet, because I
Oh, that's
forgot.
right. I needed your wisdom save.
Okay.
Sorry. I keep forgetting that I have things that I have to do at the start of
fine.
turns.
16!
You are fine. So yes, you can move.
Okay, so then she's going to move just a little... Sure, being in the corner is not going to be bad for me, right?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Is it a free action to look up?
I mean, yeah.
Can I look up? Do I see more things? More slimy things?
Go ahead and roll investigation.
What's 5 plus 3? 8. 18.
You look up and you see the vaulted ceiling that goes up into the mountain. There are alcoves recessed within it, and you don't see any other creatures. That brings us next to the gelatinous cube. The cube is going to begin moving back towards you all. It's just going to go for the closest creature that is near it. And the mouther moves with it. Sulong, it's going to try and engulf you. Can I please get a dexterity saving throw from you?
You may. Will a 17 do?
It does. So you can either choose to be pushed backwards 5 feet or to the side.
I would like to be
You would be moving
pushed-
towards Arat if you go to the side.
Oh, to the side. Because the tub's in the way.
Mhm.
I guess I'll be shifting back one. Getting pushed back one then.
Okay. So, which brings us to Sulong's turn.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
11.
And 11 saves.
Oh. Okay.
I don't suppose the cube has to make a wisdom saving throw.
It does not.
I'll take an attack of opportunity from the gibbering mouther in front of Fisscourth
Okay.
as I get out of its threatening square.
I will need you to roll that strength save, though,
Right. Oh,
before you move.
It's still active. Got it.
That is still active. There's 2 of
A
them.
14.
All right, a 14 saves. Yep. So you can move. And let's see. Does an 11 hit?
Does not.
All right, you're fine then.
Boot scoot boogie. Can I target something that's being engulfed by another creature? Or is that total cover? Or would you let me take acid damage to reach in to punch this thing?
I would say that in the case of a gelatinous cube, you can attempt a dexterity check or a strength check to punch the creature within the cube, if you would like. But you will be
Cool
taking
beans.
1 point of acid damage should you try. Either way.
I will do that.
It's just we're gonna determine essentially if your arm gets stuck when you try to do this.
17 as the strength save to punch the gibbering mouther inside the cube.
Okay, yeah. So go ahead and roll your attack.
Cool beans.
Actually, let me see. What is their Yeah, we'll just say it's a d6 of damage to
16 to hit.
Fantastic. That does hit. What's the damage?
It's going to be 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And this one is for all the people who said that grapple is useless. Bonus action, grapple the gibbering mouther inside the gelatinous cube.
Okay. I like it. Yeah, if your build is good, grapple is not useless in 5e. Okay, anything else for your turn? Ellie, you'll be taking that 1d6. Go ahead and roll me a d6. You can roll your damage.
Sorry, I picked up the d6 from the slime jar and I thought to myself, it'll be real freaking funny.
I will. You can roll it, but I won't make you count that as double the face value in this instance.
I was going to anyway. You know what? I've already committed. I take 12 points of acid damage.
You take 6 points of acid damage.
No!
RJ.
Fun. Okay.
Is that your turn?
I'm hasted, so I have another attack action.
Oh, that's right. You do.
I'm gonna punch Gibbering Mouther again. Does a 13 hit the Gibbering Mouther?
It does.
For another 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Thank you. Go ahead and what would be half of the damage that you applied to the Gibbering Mouther both rounds? I will apply that to the cube as well.
3. So 6 total.
So tell me, RJ, what does it look like when you kill a Gibbering Mouther in a gelatinous cube?
If you've ever seen a game called Street Fighter, and a Street Fighter by the name of E. Honda, he is a sumo wrestler, and they have a particular technique, also akin to sumo, called 1,000-hand slaps. So what Sulong is doing is with with 2 hands outside, 2 hands inside, grappling the Gibbering Mouther, is continuously palm slapping the side of the gelatinous cube, causing a concave indent inside of it. And when there is enough room, there is just a fist that goes straight through the Gibbering Mouther and out the other end before he retracts it.
This is the weirdest commercial for Jell-O I have ever seen. So that Gibbering Mouther is no more, which brings us to our new friend who dropped down. Gee, and Fisscourth is just right there.
Hitting it like a roach. But the roach hits back.
It does hit back. Does a 17 hit you?
It sure does.
Fisscourth, this undulating mass of mouths and tentacles lurches forward at you, and you are going to take 22 points of piercing damage.
Oh, okay. This is fine.
I will need you to make a strength saving throw.
Sarah, please. Strength save. Does an 8 succeed?
It does not. Fisscourth, as this creature lunges for you and takes a large snap of its... Is it a maw? Is it even a mouth? Where is that sound coming from? You lose your balance and you are knocked prone.
This is fine.
For its second attack. Does a 16 hit? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. You'll be taking another 20 points of piercing damage.
I'm getting gnawed on like a squeaky toy.
You are.
Is that all, Chef?
That will be it.
Yay.
Up next. Arat. It's your turn. I would like a wisdom saving throw, please.
Yep, I was doing it. Does a 17 succeed?
It does succeed.
Cool. Arat was just about to do something when he suddenly heard Fisscourth get walloped. So I'm gonna move along right next to her, telekinetic shove on this gibbering mouther for my bonus action right off the bat. So it's a DC 16.
Okay. What is the DC on that?
16 for the DC, and I got a 12 on the strength saving throw if I need to make that.
It rolled a natural 1.
All right, so it's going to go 5 feet straight back. If it can hit the corner behind it, then even better. Just to the wall.
It will go back towards the wall.
Cool. And then with my action, I'm going to do my last card draw until the next short rest.
Okay.
I'm going to pull this card out of my fate hand and put it right on Fisscourth's head. It's the Celestial. You're going to get 5 HP back, and then you're going to keep getting 5 HP back at the start of my turn for about a minute.
Thank you very kindly, Arat.
This is a very dangerous cave that we have found ourselves in.
A sticky one.
Alright, roll perception for me.
Absolutely. $14.
As you say, this is a very dangerous cave that we have found ourselves in. You realize that as the gibbering of the first mouther dies out, there is the sound of cracking and splintering wood that is beginning to come from that same area.
Like from under the gelatinous cube?
You can definitely assume so.
Right. I'm hearing that. I'm going to say very loudly, we should move. And if I can, I'm going to use rest of my movement to move to the other side of Fisscourth, like towards the door.
Okay. Can you roll for me a d6?
Yes. 2.
Okay. Perfect. Anything else for your turn?
Nope. Action, bonus, action, movement.
Fantastic. Up next, Fisscourth. You've been pulled to the side by Arat. You are, however, still within the zone. I will need a wisdom saving throw from you.
I'll do my damnedest.
I believe in you.
All right, that's a 5. Not looking good. That's a nat 1.
That definitely fails. Go ahead and roll me 1d8.
Can do. 8. This is a circus and I am the clown.
On a 7 or 8, the creature makes a melee attack against a random creature within its reach, or does nothing.
I am the only creature within Fisscourth's immediate reach right now.
Unfortunately so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. What dice should I be rolling for exactly?
So if you have an unarmed strike, you could use that. But you can use any, if Fisscourth has a melee weapon, you could use that.
We're gonna make this spicy.
I think you have a bite attack, right?
Bite. Yeah, that was what I was gonna say. Ooh.
You do have a bite.
Roll on. Well, does the 23 hit?
It does, actually.
Sorry, Arat. Looks like I'm taking a munch. Let me roll. That's 7 damage. I'm taking a munch.
All right.
This is not how I wanted this to go.
This is how I wanted it to go. This is great.
Sara!
This is great.
You know that one image of a cat, like, just biting into cardboard? That's what Arat sees, is, like, just latched onto his arm.
I love it. That does consume your turn. But go ahead and roll me that, just for funsies, go ahead and roll me that strength save. Let's see if your speed is reduced to 0 until your next turn. You also are not
Every
able to
day
take
I wake up.
You also can't take reactions to your next turn.
3.
3. Okay. Yep, that definitely fails. So,
Remember how we said, hey, roll physical so you don't
Yeah.
roll badly?
you know, I think, it might just be you.
Every day I wake up.
It's not me, it's you.
Speaking of it being you, Yuiza, it is your turn.
The door that we were trying to open originally, it is just a stone slab.
It is. You were not able on your first investigation roll to figure out how to open it.
Can I then spend my round trying to open or investigate this door?
Sure. I will let you use your turn to roll investigation.
Okay. That's a 7. It sure is the stone slab.
It is, in the heat of battle, your attention is split right now. It's okay. Maybe next round.
She's going to say, I'm trying to figure this out, but it's not working. It's just a rock. And that's my action.
I love her for trying. That is absolutely fine. Up next, we have our little friend, the gelatinous cube, the danger jello. It is going to make a pseudopod attack against you, Sulong. Does the 19 hit?
It does not.
All right. Then you're good. A little gooey tentacle lashes out at you as this gelatinous cube wiggles and shakes like a bowl full of jelly. That'll be its turn.
Still the weirdest Jello commercial we've seen.
Not sponsored by Jello, but we could be.
Look, I will write a gelatinous cube themed dungeon if Jello wants to sponsor us.
Is
Okay?
this not the one? Is this not the...
And each time we have to take a jello shot, and I will be dead at the end of the dungeon.
Well, I don't drink anymore, so that doesn't work, but we'll figure something out. Up next, that brings us to Sulong.
Hello. Am I far enough away that I don't need to make a wisdom save? Was it
No,
20
you need to
feet?
make the wisdom save.
It's a 16.
A 16 does pass. You are far enough away, however, that you don't have to make that strength save.
Yay! I'm gonna punch the gelatinous cube in front of me.
Please do.
No, it has attacked me, so I'm going to use my first action to activate my Circle of the Bow so I can get up all that protection stuff.
Okay. What's your Circle of the Bow do for those who don't know your class?
The Circle of the Bow does a number of things to me, but it is my third-party druid subclass. First off, it gives me 4 temp HP at the start of my round. It also turns my fists into the Shillelagh spell.
It's super cool. All right, go ahead and punch.
17?
That hits.
That'll be 10 points of magical bludgeoning damage now.
I love it.
May I grapple gelatinous cube? As per my Zarin hybrid racial feature, ancestry feature.
Okay. It is a size category large, and you're medium, so I would say that you can. You're going to be taking potentially acid damage each round if you want to try that, because you are touching a gelatinous cube.
Cool, that means that I will be able to maintain my rage without it actually having to hit me.
Works for everyone.
Works for everyone. 11 probably won't do it. You'll need to do an acrobatics or athletics contesting.
See, I rolled a natural 1. So, I think you beat that 3.
Cool. Hundreds of wooden arms coming out of Sulong's back, just keeping this thing in place.
I love it. Is that your turn?
Yes, that'll be my turn.
All right. Up next, the Gibbering Mouther. Our sweet, sweet friend. You've all been so mean to it. It's going to move in and make a bite at you, Fisscourth.
Man, the biter is getting bit.
Yeah, you're such an easy target, though. It had such a good time with you last time. Does
Just
a
a little
15
guy, you
hit?
can't do this. Yeah.
On that 5d6, you will be taking 16 points of piercing damage.
Well, all the work Arat just did went out the window.
We've got another, 10 rounds of that, so you'll be fine.
It will be launching its blinding spittle attack in the center of the group. You will all be within that 15-foot range. I will need a dexterity saving throw from Fisscourth, and Yuiza, and Arat.
I'll make it anyway because it might have damage on it as well. That's a 21 total.
Okay.
20.
20. Okay. Fisscourth.
All right. Oh, look, I'm just getting pummeled. A nat one.
Welcome to my world.
Every day I wake up.
I love you so much, Abby, but you are going to be blinded until the end of the Gibbering Mouthers next turn.
Every day I wake up.
Oh, this is going so well for me. Up next, top of the round. All right, can you roll me another d6, please?
Another d6. Okay.
As you hear more splintering and
3.
cracking. All right. All right, we are up to 5. Fantastic. I would need a wisdom save and strength save from you, my friend.
I got a 25 on the wisdom save already. And then I
Okay.
got, are you kidding me? 19 on the strength save.
Fantastic, you saved both. What would you like to do?
So first, Fisscourth, take 5 HP more back to you for healing. And then I want to go 2 for 2 if I can. Can I use a throw action to grab and throw this gibbering mouther at the gelatinous cube?
I'm going to say that you'll have to try and grapple the creature first,
Okay.
and then you will have to attempt to throw it after.
Does a 15 grapple it?
It rolled a 16, so no.
Actually, I want to use an ability of mine called Altered Outcome. Discard the top card from my deck and reroll any attack, roll, ability check, or saving throw that I just made. 18.
All right.
I can also move right in front of the gelatinous cube as my movement halved. Dragging this thing in front of the gelatinous cube, I'm going to use my bonus action to telekinetic shove it.
Okay.
So it has to make a DC 16 strength saving throw.
That's a 12.
Okay. Then I drag it in front of the gelatinous cube, pivot, open my hands, and just shove it 5 feet back straight into the gelatinous cube.
All right. Up next, we have Fisscourth. Fisscourth, I will need you to make me a wisdom saving throw and the strength save again. Because those
Yes, Your
auras are still
Honor.
up.
That's a nat 2. And that's another nat 2.
Nat 2 for both of them?
Yes.
Honey.
I'm not even rolling at disadvantage. I'm just... Every day I wake up and the world kicks. What a way to come back. I haven't rolled above a 10.
All righty. So I will need you to roll me that D8 since you failed the wisdom save. Let's see what Fisscourth does on her turn this time.
6.
On a 5 or 6, the creature takes no action or bonus action and uses all its movement to move in a randomly determined direction.
Going goblin mode, I see very well.
Yeah. So roll me a in the VTT, do a 1d3 roll. It'll be left, down, right.
2.
Okay. So you move back towards the wall.
I'm backing up against the wall. Let me out! Let me out!
And that does consume your turn, my little friend. Up next, Yuiza.
I tried to be smart and it didn't work, so I'm gonna be violent.
Okay, first I'm gonna need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Okay, I'm great
Yes.
at those.
The gibbering mouther has now been moved and you are now within the danger zone.
Sure, I totally am good at that.
Mhm.
13.
13 does save.
I'm gonna move over here.
Okay.
And I'm going to do violence upon this gelatinous cube and take out my hidden blades and stab it. Advantage because I'm flanking.
Yes, you do have advantage on this. So you would get your
Coolio.
sneak attack.
15.
Oh, and your advantage roll. Yep.
Yeah.
15 does hit.
Can I use my special dice to double it?
Yep, you can use that for one of your die. You can insert that wherever you want.
Okay, I'm gonna use it for my first one. 4 plus 4, that's 8. Then I'm gonna attack again with my bonus action.
A 25 does hit.
4. It's a total of 8.
Fantastic.
Oh wait, and I haven't rolled my sneak attack. 3. I rolled a
Okay.
1 and a 2. I want to move over here. I'll take that attack of opportunity because I can't disengage because I already used my bonus action.
I mean, I took
Oh.
5 feet step back and I didn't get an attack of opportunity on me, so
That's because I forgot.
okay.
But thanks for reminding me, Satan.
Equality.
Does the 13 hit you?
It does not
Okay, you're safe.
for now.
Up next is the gelatinous cube's turn. Sulong, I'll need you to roll me an attack of opportunity as it moves with its gibbering mouther friend inside it. Oh, actually, Sulong is not here. Let me roll him in. Let me see. What is his? Let me pull up a sheet. Unarmed strike. Oh, and he nat 20s on it. So it's going to take 12 points of damage. And it is coming after you, Yuiza.
Oh, okay. Hello. Hi, how are you?
Can you make me a DC 12 dexterity saving throw as it begins to move into your space and attempt to engulf you?
Sure. I'm supposed to be good at those. 14.
A 14 does save. So you will have the choice as it moves into your space to be pushed backwards or to the side.
I'll take backwards. Does this count as an attack or just trying to...
This is an attack, yes.
Okay, can I Hellish Rebuke?
I believe it has to do damage to you to use Hellish Rebuke.
So I
no.
could eventually.
You could if it did damage to you.
Okay.
But instead it has you between the wall.
If that's...
And its
Listen,
body.
this isn't... I have, like, a boyfriend and a girlfriend. I'm not looking for anything right now.
Well, you're getting a gelatinous cube. That's what you're getting. And a gibbering mouther as a bonus. RJ is currently rebooting his router, and we are about an hour and a half in. So we are going to go ahead and take break early, and we will wrap up combat quickly after the break. Sound good to you guys?
Sounds good to me.
All right. We will be back shortly, everybody, so don't go nowhere unless it's to grab a drink, grab a friend, or go to hypegoblin.com/events and check out the live schedule for this and the other channels that I am affiliated with, as well as my Gen Con schedule if you want to see me there. We will see you all shortly. Everybody wave. Bye-bye. Hello, everybody. We're back. And look, we found an RJ.
Hello.
Thank you everyone so much for hanging out with us through that early break. We will be going back into combat, but while we have you here, briefly, there are some channel announcements that I just want to reiterate so everyone has a chance to hear them. If you are going to Gen Con, I will be there, as will Zach. Zach is going to be running some games for, I believe you're running Eldritch Automata?
I'm running Eldritch Automata for Gehenna Gaming the majority of the weekend, and when I'm not, I'll just be wherever, most likely following Sara around.
Possibly. So you can go check out this new TTRPG that Zach is going to be running over there. If you are interested in meeting me or seeing me, I will be in and out of the convention all weekend. I have a lot of stuff happening outside of the convention as well this time around. But there is a charity event if you're going to be in town on Wednesday, the 31st, before the convention actually starts. Come hang out with us at World Central Smackdown. It is a charity event benefiting World Central Kitchen. It is at the Indie Fringe Theater at 8 p.m. To 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Sunday, I will be a part of the Integrating Player-Driven World Building in TTRPGs panel. Again, all the information for that, as well as the link for it, is in chat and at hypegoblin.com/events. There's also something that I'm actually going to hand the floor over to Abby to talk about. Abby, tell us a little bit more about Project Astan and what it is and what it's going to do for folks.
Can do. Project Astan is a project that focuses heavily on stories. It's what Astan means, particularly telling stories from everybody. Diversity, and that means a lot to me. I actually was reached out to first by KP, who ran Project Astan, and he was interested in representing Indigenous folks on his channel as part of Moonbeam. This meant a lot to me. We rarely see Indigenous representation, so the fact that he reached out and came to me and asked, like, hey, let's make sure this representation is proper. And I said, well, I've got a team that's actually mostly bio-PC, and Sara runs it. I think you should come and check us out, because all I do is come on here and be silly and make noises. If you want to support these stories, and like Sara said, India's first in-person TPRPG studio, do it. Please. It would mean the world to me.
I'm going to throw the link again for Project Astan up in chat. It is also, I believe I also have it linked on my website at hypegoblin.com. Okay. Ah, we have an RJ.
Hello.
Just in time, buddy.
Just in time.
All right.
We just opened the battle map. You get to take out your
Yay.
frustration on the Giant's Cube now.
You do. Speaking of which, it's your turn. So whenever you're ready, you don't have to rush. But whenever you're ready, we are ready to get back into combat with you.
Reckless power attack.
Okay.
Does an 11 hit the gibbering mouther?
I believe so. Yes, it does.
Cool. It'll take 16 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
All right. Anything else?
I have another attack, so I'll do that.
You do.
At the same, well, reckless still persists, but I will also make this with power attack. Natural 20.
Okay. What's that crit damage?
21 points of bludgeoning magical damage.
Fantastic. Love to see it. That gibbering mouther is not looking good. Oh, it was supposed to take acid damage while it was in there as well. Hang on.
I just put it in there.
um,
It's fine.
Yeah, it is fine. It's not alive anymore after Sulong's attacks. So there that is. Which brings us back to the start of a new round. Zach, can you roll me another d6, please?
Mm-hmm. 6.
Thank you. All right. What would you like to do for your turn?
Just really quickly just turn and put my hand on Fisscourth's shoulder. Are you okay?
Fisscourth is damp, crunchy in that way that hair gets after it's been touched by something sticky, and just blinks her big red eyes at Arat. It's silent, but I'm sure he can feel her just like seething under all that slime.
Take another 5 HP back, by the way. Let's go.
Thank you, my love.
Of course, you bit me.
Did I? It seems a bit like a haze. I apologize if that was otherwise.
No, that's completely fair. You stay right here. Stay right here. Rest.
Oh, but I'm the cleric. It's my job. And she'll just grumble and sit down.
We will all come to you shortly. I'm gonna walk up next to roughly next to Sulong and say really loud, like, It sounds like the floor is cracking. We should probably move, and I'm going to Ray of Frost blast this thing.
Okay.
try to see
Is
if I
Ray of
can
Frost
just-
a ranged attack?
Yeah.
60 feet.
Okay. You would have to back up a bit because you ranged attacks are made at disadvantage when you're right up against
Okay.
someone.
I will make it from here when I'm
Yeah.
talking to Fisscourth, and then I
That's
will
fine.
walk up and say all that stuff.
Perfect. Go ahead and make it.
Does yeah. 16. Does that hit?
That definitely hits.
Okay. Do these dice double each time I roll them, or is it like once? I don't remember.
Every time you roll that die, as a part of an action, an attack, whatever, it's double its face value.
Okay, cool. So because it's 2d8s, I'm going to do it where one of them doubles again. So it's going to take 12 cold damage,
12, okay.
and then I will walk up near Sulong and say, "It sounds like the floor is cracking. We should probably not be near the very heavy thing."
I would love to not be near the very heavy thing.
I too would love not to be near the really heavy thing. That's-
Left.
Is that your turn?
Let me see how far was that again that I moved? Yeah, so then I'll say, then perhaps we do not be near the heavy thing, and I'll back up my remaining 10, 15 feet. From the cube.
That will provoke an opportunity attack.
Wonderful.
Does an 8 hit you?
It does not.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Up next, Fisscourth.
Oh boy. Man, I am so blessed to have Arat in my life, but I am so grumpy and so done. But hearing that the ground is not the ground, the ceiling might be coming up from under us, I am just going to simply cast Toll the Dead at this thing.
Okay.
It has to make a wisdom saving throw of 14.
It rolled
Can't
a
be that
17
smart,
and
it's
it
just
has a
jello.
-2 for a 15.
Every day I wake up. This is our first week back. I can't have a single win. I can't roll above a 10. I think Fisscourth just falls to the floor and goes, "I'm too crunchy for this!" And just plop.
Epic bless you so much.
Every day I wake up.
Up next, Yuiza. You can see a very pissed off bat on the other side of the room through this gibbering mouth. They're screaming about crunchiness. What would you like to do?
I would love to move and maybe still. You know what? I'm going to stab.
Okay.
23.
23 does hit.
4 double to 8 plus 4. That's 12 plus sneak attack. Please don't be 2 again. 10. So that's 22 points of damage, baby.
Satan. What does it look like as you destroy this gelatinous cube?
I think seeing Fisscourth also be upset and angry. She's like, "I'm tired of this," and just slices through it with her daggers. And as it kind of starts just disintegrating, you just see her breathing heavy, "I'm so tired of this. I want to go home." That's it. I'm done.
And with that, the gelatinous cube loses its form and begins leaking across the floorboards. A few do crack and fall into a cavernous area below. You hear splash into water. But for the most part, through the gaps that are already there, it dissipates without further damage to the floor.
People check, how do we feel?
Slimy.
Slimy.
Yeah. Well, over the remainder of the next minute, it's still 5 HP per turn for Fisscourth, so I guess you're gonna get back 40.
Where's my child?
Precious Stinky Boy back in the hallway precariously balances over some of the rubble that is in the doorway.
Oh, my baby. She's gonna go to him. Just hug him. It's like, "Oh, you're alright. Everything's fine. Everything's okay. Mama's fine. Friends are fine. Everything's okay. I love you."
The little musk deer looks up at you, his eyes and tail swishing, not a thought behind them.
I love you so much. Just scritch. Just carry him with me like a little purse dog.
I'll just walk over the wall and just slide it down on the floor next to crusty Fisscourth. I'm gonna reach out and just touch her right on the face with my hand and prestidigitate that like 1 cubic foot of her clean. Because I can't do more than a cubic foot.
Yeah, she just looks at you miserably. She's that hamster meme with the big wet eyes. Somewhere a tiny violin is playing. Might we take a rest for me to get the rest of this off?
I think that would be... Well, I think that'd be prudent, yes.
I can help.
Yes, please, please, please. She just like wobbles pathetically over to you.
Okay. And let me just... she'll start snapping prestidigitation on Fisscourth. Okay, it's okay.
Hoolings are clean creatures. We groom ourselves, you know. Not even since I was birthed from my own mother have I been this foul.
It's okay, look, I'm grooming you.
I'll contribute just to double time it.
This is truly the greatest colony I've ever known.
Can I pull out a brush and just start, like, slowly brushing the fur out?
Yes.
I could make like a little Fisscourth out of her hair.
There's little braids in the fluff at some point.
Are you taking a long rest or a short rest?
Short.
Short.
I don't want to stay 8 hours here.
Yeah, what if another one shows up?
What if?
What are you all doing for your short rest other than grooming Fisscourth? Are there any conversations you want to have? Anything you want to talk about as a group?
You know, I have never encountered this many slimes in one area. They're usually rather solitary creatures. Sometimes the smaller ones do form colonies, but of that size, I almost wonder if this was a worship of slimes.
Well,
A religion, even.
it
There is a
could
temple.
be.
Believe a group of slimes is called a goop.
A goop. See, we call them... And she just makes bat noises.
Uh-huh.
I am still concerned about the creature, the people in the other room. We have seen many slimes and these gibbering creatures, but I've not seen anything that would turn something to stone, and much less something. So if those are people, then they're slowly being eaten by this slime in here.
Did we not see the same, like, reliefs on the wall with, like, snake people on them?
My understanding of creatures such as that are not that they turn people to stone.
Well, didn't we say that there's, like, snaky creatures that can turn people to stone?
Yes, the Gorgons. Those
That one.
lovely creatures. Yes, but it's unusual. So many apex predators housed in one ruin with figures so from a recent past, you could say. It's all very strange. Arat, if you wouldn't mind telling us, did your friends happen to keep a menagerie of beings? A zoo?
Anin?
Anin was a musician. She, as far as I knew, she had nothing to do with such an environment. She simply wanted to play the violin and play. Like, she wanted to go to school in Port Failfoy, and she wanted to perform in the Panu Republic, and apparently she did. But then apparently she got married and left, escaped. I'm not sure.
What I'm concerned about is that this is a temple, right, to ancient civilization. I'm not much too concerned about slimes because it could just be that the ecosystems and the fauna in this area is slime-centric, slime-heavy. Maybe a lot of species of different slimes just congregate here, and being an overtaken temple, old and such, they found their home here. What it concerns me is that we found your friend's things here.
Indeed.
I would assume that I would assume that this was simply a place that they found of their own accord. Another old location taken over by people that found an empty space. I do not know when the slimes would have come into play, but
It seems like a bit if so many.
Pretty sure we had a working theory that the bandits who abducted that young Mrs. Father, whoever we're here to,
The
they brought
father.
in the slimes as a sort of defense mechanism.
It's possible, but
very intriguing.
it looks like they've been here a while. At least the one that was in the statue room, because it's kind of eaten away entirely at that person's face.
should we
statue.
do something about that? By the way, I don't know.
don't
I don't
know
know-
if we can at the moment.
Pretty sure it's a little bit late to do anything.
How much of the statue is gone?
A big chunk of the head was gone, correct? Yeah, I don't think you want to turn them back right now.
It's even beyond my repair.
There was
Yes.
only
Although,
there was only one statue though so far
Yeah.
that the slime had
Yeah.
eaten.
What I will say is bandits or not, this is getting stranger the more we get here, because if I'm not mistaken, this looks like a completely ordinary room. Correct, Ian?
It looks like it looks the bathtub and the wardrobe, the furnishings are out of place, but it definitely gives off the vibe of being part of a temple at one time or another. But as you look around, the home furnishings don't quite seem to fit, like they were brought here later.
It could be that maybe it was a place for your friend Anine to stay and with her husband or lover.
Counterpoint, the bandits robbed Anine's house and brought everything here for storage.
perhaps, but it'd be a rather hostile living environment with all these slimes. They either usually converge for, well, mating purposes, or if there's a large amount of sustenance. Meat.
Well, we may get more answers if we open that slab that I've not been able to open.
If there is another slime behind that door, I will wreak havoc. Not even the Bloodfather could stop me.
Is there any left of that gelatinous cube? Perhaps you could burn through the door.
It fell through the floorboards.
Oh, any residue, perhaps? We could gather in a cup or a chalice?
Ooh,
Did gain several vials of acid.
I have goop. I collected some, but I was going to use them for my potion. It's fine. But it's a really thick door.
Oh, fair. Well, perhaps examine it more and see if there is a mechanism, but if not, then we may need to use some of these
it's
acids.
fine. I will use my acids. I'm sure I can collect more in this lime pimple.
Yes, if...
Uh-oh.
What?
I'm very tired.
Oh,
but-
rest. And this is where the remainder of our short rest comes into play.
As the haste
is
finally wears
worn
off.
Here's a cookie.
The whole conversation, I'm still playing with that ring.
Is anyone going to attempt to investigate, or are you just we're going to try and burn through solid stone? You've already investigated, so I'm going to say that because you failed twice, someone else will have to come in.
You let Fizzle sniff around. She's curious to see what dungeon ecosystem has taken place here.
Yuiza's like looking at this slab of stone. It's just like staring a hole through it. I don't understand that there's no lock. There's nothing to open or close it or handle or divots for. It's fine.
Investigation roll, Chief?
I would love one, please.
Oh boy. Let's see. I'm gonna roll digital because physical has failed me once more. 9. This is fine.
I will say, if either Sulong or Arat can describe how they help you look, you can roll again to have
I'm-
advantage.
How do you help look?
Okay, I'm actually gonna lean over towards the door and I'm gonna start knocking on it in different positions to see if I can find like a hollow point where a mechanism might be, etc.
Let your girlfriend use her weird ears on it.
Okay, go ahead and roll again.
Alrighty, here goes. With advantage. Bink, bink. 13, and I don't know if that's intimidation. Quite the opposite. Well, 13's the high, because the other was 12.
If it meets, it beats. As you and Arat are tapping and echolocating, you don't find anything on the door, but you rest your wing a moment off to the side, and one of the stones in the wall feels off to you. As you investigate, clicking your tongue, tapping it more with your little nubbins, you realize that it's pushed out a little bit further than the other stones in the wall. And when you use your little nubbies to pull down on it, the front panel of a mechanism slides down, revealing an alcove. Deep enough that someone could reach into it.
Oh, well, perhaps there is a key in this particular little hiding place, and Fiss isn't going to put her hand, she's going to put her face in it.
It's not big enough to put a face in.
Can I squeeze my an eye against it?
You can. It's a dark hole.
But I have dark vision.
It's a dark hole. It goes towards the back.
I guess I'll reach my little scabbling talon in.
You reach in with your talon. Almost, you have to fold your wing awkwardly. It goes almost up to your shoulder. And you feel solid rock straight back with your nub until you reach down. And there's another recess below. And you feel a lever.
I'll yank on it.
You yank on it. And the door begins to raise.
A hidden lever. Oh, I hate this place.
It was so deep in the oath that I'm covered in dust and grime. Oh, dear.
Prestidigitate.
Bless you, my dear. Now, if there is another slime, I will wreak havoc. Gods better not put another in front of me.
I'm sure we're not done with them yet.
I would like to look in through the door, please.
As you look in through the door, you see a larger stone chamber with vaulted ceilings held up by ornate stone pillars. The walls are covered in crumbling mosaics depicting scenes of creation and death. Along the top of the wall, a carving of a snake surrounds the entirety of the room, its mouth open, eating its own tail above a brass and stone altar. At the base of the altar sits a broken chair, surrounded by a ring of salt. And as you move to take a step into the room, your foot squishes into blood and bone and flesh that covers the ground, leading all the way between the door and the stone chair. Scraps of leather armor and corroded weapons float among the offal. You see the same insignia of the people who you so quickly dispatched mere hours ago outside of this cave.
Well, here's their food source.
Clarification, the insignia is on the things that are scattered among the blood?
Mm-hmm. You see it on some weapons,
Okay.
some armor.
I should wear shoes more often.
You know, perhaps I should also look into some booties for myself, but, well, it appears that they've set up shop here, and I'll tiptoe through the offal. It's not the first time, and hear about the room.
What do you mean set up shop?
As you do so, Fisscourth, roll me perception.
21!
21. Fantastic. As you begin to tiptoe in through this viscera, Fisscourth, you hear almost as though it's coming from beneath the stone chair where that circle of salt is. You hear a masculine voice. Hello? Who's there? Is that thing gone? You're not with them, are you?
What?
I don't know anything about treasure. I just want to go home to see my little girl. If you'll let me leave, you can have whatever you find.
Yuiza just shouts, "Is your daughter a gnome?"
No, a halfling.
A halfling, I'm so sorry. She's safe, and so is your wife.
Who's there?
We're Wardens. We're here to save you. Come forth. I assure you, we have slain any beast that has come here. And Jim, remind me of the daughter's name?
Erna.
Erna, yes. And Erna is safe. She was placed with the Wardens until we returned you safely. She came to us, in fact, to rescue you. Sweet little thing, I must say.
Everybody, hold on just a moment, and I'm going to call out to this guy. Apologies. Is what gone?
That thing. It wasn't like the others. It killed them all. And as it says that, you see a wave of blood behind Fisscourth begin to raise itself. Organs and armor and skeletal remains, half of a skull, in one long wave come up.
Oh, well, there it is.
Oh no. Oh no.
Fisscourth,
That's too many dice.
does the 17 hit you?
It sure does.
You take 27 bludgeoning damage.
Calabunga, dude.
As the animated offal within this room, this giant oozing creature that has devoured the people you came in here to stop, uses their bodies against you. And we are going to go back into combat, everybody. Up first, Sulong.
What fresh hell is this? Too long. Little bonus action rage. I'ma punch him recklessly.
Please do.
Power attacking. A 23 to hit.
That does hit.
Good boy. 15 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
Up next, we have Yuiza.
She's gonna stay near the doorway and just call out to Sulong and throw a vial at him to catch. It will make you bigger, but not like that. I mean, kind of.
Roll me an attack roll, and we'll see if you hit Sulong.
25. So Yuiza's going to just underhand throw. I do that like you can see me. Underhand throw it at Sulong.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. You catch it, no problem.
Can I hide behind this pillar? That's a bonus action. Bonus action
That
hide.
is totally, yeah. All right, up next, Arat.
Okay, well, all I have is my random card draws now, so we're going to see how this goes, and when I hear something pulling up, I'm going to draw a random card off the top. Fun. I draw the Artificer card, so pull this card, it scatters into the air, and up to 5 weapons within my vicinity are going to gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. I'm going to affect Fisscourth's crossbow is going to gain the magical property and +1 to attack and damage as it gains that cool little sight again. I'm going to affect both of Yuiza's daggers as they gain like little servos on them, so that they're just rotating daggers. I'll affect my crossbow with a laser sight and my staff as it segments into a chain.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so everyone make note of what you just got. Fisscourth, it is your turn.
Rage and sorrow and sheer fury. One slime to another. And you know what? Because I am in touch and range, guess what? He is getting, at my highest spell tier, inflict wounds. Please tell me 14 hits.
A 14 does hit.
Good. This is letting go.
I was gonna say you should roll the d10 that we got out of the pool because that would count as double.
That's smart.
That's true, that was smart. I'll do it again, but that's 28 damage.
Okay.
Sheer necrotic energy zapping through it.
Love to see it. Good job.
I'm gonna run to the wall.
You will be taking an attack of opportunity if you do that.
You know what? I'll take it.
Okay.
It can't be worse than getting hit again. What?
Does the 19 hit?
Yes.
You will be taking 26 points of bludgeoning damage. Sorry, 7 bludgeoning, 19 necrotic, if you need the breakdown.
Well, that leaves me at 3 hit points.
I like to think that you don't run back, you kind of just get flung back as this massive pseudopod comes down and slaps at you.
Oh, yeah, I imagine, I'm zapping into this thing. It looks at me, flings me aside. But yeah, it'll be my turn.
We have a potion of supreme healing from our generous donators.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is drinking that a bonus action or?
Yes, if Fisscourth has that, Fisk can drink that as a bonus action. How are we all tracking that? Just as a group?
As a group, we did not clarify who had it, so I'm fine with Fisscourth if you want to drink the supreme healing potion right now.
She is the cleric and the healer. Yeah, just slammed against the wall, slumping to the floor cartoon style, corking it open and sipping.
Up next, it's the creature's turn. Sulong, does a 13 hit you?
13 does not hit me.
Second attack. Swings out at you again. And I don't think an 11 will hit either.
It does not!
These two massive pseudopods, just like the one that reached out for Fisscourth, slam down next to you. You're pretty sure you see an eye floating in one. Up next, Sulong. We are back at the top of the round. It is your turn.
Okay. I'm raging. I'm bowed up. I'm gonna power attack.
Potion?
Shoot. Do you make those at advantage? Because I reckless to hit him. The pseudopod attacks. Please.
Would you like? I could go back and redo it. Okay.
RJ, before you make your swing, do you want to use the potion that you use to spend
it
your turn
adds
to
an
throw you?
extra d4 to every attack.
Well, I gotta wait for these results to see what's going on.
Right.
So that is a 10 for the first one and a 19 on the second one, I believe, would hit you, correct?
No, those are both misses.
You're fine then. Go to your turn.
Okay. Hello, I'm the party tank.
That's my brother.
Bonus action, I'm going to quaff and use the potion of enlarging? Potion of growth, baby. Sulong becomes large. Reckless power attack.
Okay.
25 to hit.
A 25 does hit.
26 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fantastic. Up next, we have Yuiza.
Yuiza is going to peek out. She's gonna go to Fisscourth first, like, oh, it's okay, I got you here. It's fine. Little forehead kiss. But actually, she's gonna extend a hand after and then Eldritch Blast at this thing. 18.
That hits.
Okay, I'm gonna use my fancy dice. Ooh! That was a 10.
Fantastic.
So that's going to be 20 plus 3. Because I get to add my charisma modifier. So that's going to be 23.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try and attack it with my second one. 21.
That does hit.
Can I use my special dice again?
Yeah.
12 plus 3, so that's 15. Another 15.
Satan, I would like for you to describe to me what it looks like as you end what is left of this creature.
She's holding Fisscourth, who's at 3 hit points, right? In her arms. She's like, it's going to be okay. And she looks at this thing with pure anger in its eye and just sticks out a hand and says, no one kills my friends. And 2 Eldritch Blasts at this thing. And I think at first it looks like it almost absorbs it. And then you see it bubbling from the inside, and this kind of greenish, purplish magic just explodes from the inside and just scatters it everywhere.
I love it. There's a spray of blood and viscera as this animated, gelatinous, oozy type creature made up of the body parts of those who came before you disintegrates around this magic. You'll get a little bit of the spray on you as well. Even you and Fisscourth from the other side of the room. It's a large creature.
Got that Evil Dead makeover.
But the room, once more, goes quiet, and all you hear is the soft whimpering of a scared man coming from beneath the stone chair.
Well, that was quick.
I didn't think about those. Are you okay, Fizz?
Oh, actually, that reminds me. Before you, have you already drank the Supreme Healing Potion?
I imagine she's just sipping it
Okay,
now.
okay,
She's
good.
tired. She got the wind and her back broken.
Because since this ended so quickly, I was going to say we also have 4 basic healing potions if you want to keep the 10d4 plus 20 potion for later.
Oh, it healed her back up to 42, so she's
Okay.
just sipping it. She's just go check on it. I need a moment. My insides
You're
have
all
been.
right. You're all right. Here you go. Just sip slowly. Sip.
I feel like a bunch of grapes that have been stepped on and strained.
So I'm gonna need you to not freak out if you come out of here. I'm kind of large at the moment to the man inside of the chair.
Are you going to try and move the chair?
By the way, why is there a circle of salt around here?
Well, it's a common known fact that ooze and slugs share some genetic qualities, so I thought when we were going through here that it would keep them away. And when I decided to hide, I used it.
That's so smart.
Yeah, you can come out now.
I'm kind of stuck.
Mm-hmm. Turning to the group, walking away. Hey, so real quick,
Yeah?
what if this isn't the dad and it's just something trapped underneath, and by pushing this open, we release a greater evil onto the world? Well, you know, that would
Greater
be our
than
track
it
record.
wouldn't be the first one.
It wouldn't be the first one, yeah. Walks back. You're cool, right?
What?
You're good? Like, you're okay? You're
Uh,
not injured? Sulong will begin to try and finagle the throne away.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a strength save or a strength check. Yeah.
$23.
That definitely meets the DC. You are able to. You can't fully pick it up, even in your large size. This is heavy, dense stone. But you are able to drag it to the side, and as you do, the chair slides backwards into the stone altar, revealing a small room of hewn stone. You look in and you see a small cot that's seen better days pushed to one side of the cramped space. A rickety chair missing one of its legs takes up the other. A few personal items are scattered about, and balancing precariously, trying to reach up towards you, is a halfling gentleman. His hair is graying at the temples, and he shakily holds up a small dagger in your direction. You're sure you're not with them? If you're with those brutes, I won't help you. I told you, we've found no treasure here. And this man is just shaking like a leaf, looking up at you, Sulong.
You want to see your daughter, right?
Yeah.
Come on. Sulong will reach a hand down.
He looks at you for a moment and tucks the small knife back into his boot and
Sulong,
reaches up for your arm.
Yeah. Introduction.
Mm-hmm. And I will show you all Crassus Fastbelly, Erna's father. Thank you. Who are you?
Well, as my friend had said earlier, we're with the Wardens. We were hired by your daughter to come in here and find you.
Erna?
Yeah.
Erna went all the way to town to find you. Oh, gosh.
Your wife is safe too.
Oh,
They're
thank
both
goodness.
safe.
And your party.
Oh,
Your companions, yes, we healed them.
good. Okay. Is it, there were other oozes out there. Is it?
They're
Is it safe to...
gone.
Okay. I'm gonna... Thank you. I'm gonna go now. I'll...
You might want to stick around a little bit and follow us out just in case things get a little bit rowdy on the way out.
Indeed, a dungeon is a thriving ecosystem. I must say, I would stay behind and study if I could, but yes, let us escort you.
Is this the final room of this cave?
I'm not sure this is as far as I've come, unwillingly.
Fair. What we have been finding these friezes and carvings the whole way in. What is this place?
Oh, well, back before, long before actually, the continent was unified. There were completely different groups of people that lived here. They don't anymore. We've been trying to figure out what happened. We found another one of these, much smaller, out in the desert. But this one seems to be in slightly better shape. It was protected more from the elements and erosion, and it seems that others have come before us and used it for other purposes as well. They like snakes. Yes, that is very exciting.
Did they turn people to stone?
Yes, we saw.
I'm not sure.
Because those statues
was
out there
wondering.
looked very humanoid-like.
We've noticed. They
They
seem
did
to
look like the
also
work of a
possibly
Gorgon.
in part
Do you
be
think
snakes.
perhaps this could have been a civilization of Gorgons?
Well, it could. Surely nothing mythical like that. But, I mean, you have your dragons and you have your cockatrices and, but a Gorgon. Well, I've never met anyone who actually met one.
Because they probably all turned to stone.
Yeah, right. Would any of you like to investigate the room?
I would
before
love
you leave?
to. I've been dying to ask if I could investigate the room.
I would actually like to make a history check on the snake eating its tail.
Okay. Go ahead and roll history. Yuiza, you can go ahead and roll investigation. Fisscourth and Arat, what would you two like to do?
I also was going to ask about that snake. I also would like to roll history on
Okay,
it.
go ahead and roll history. Arat?
Can I take a different approach with it for like Arcana or something?
What are you rolling Arcana on?
Studying, recalling knowledge, like arcana knowledge of what this snake entity is, its tie into magical use, etc.
You could roll history or religion on this. Arcana
Okay,
wouldn't get you anything.
Okay, yeah, both of those are +0, so I'll let them do it.
Hype Dice is out of jail because it rolled a 19 for a 23.
Let's go. I rolled a nat 20 for a 22.
23 on investigation. We have a 22 on history. RJ, what did Sulog roll? 21 on history. Okay. And Fisscourth's roll was religion or history?
History.
Okay. So the two of you put together not quite all the pieces, but you do remember vaguely older stories, previous pantheons. Gods live and die as their worship grows and wanes. It's just the way of deities. There was once a deity known as the World Eater. Depictions in encyclopedias discussing it with the previous pantheon in mind call it the Ouroboros. And as you look around, you see depictions of several demigods associated with this figure. Their names have been lost to history. However, they are all shown with great reverence, some competing feats of strength, feats of intelligence. All with these same people with snake-like features, hair, half their body, maybe a snake tail, looking at them reverently in the images around the room beneath this snake. Yuiza. As you go and investigate the room, I'm going to say that you investigate that alcove as well.
Yeah.
And as you do, you notice that on the altar there is a large golden statue. It's of a woman holding a snake. There seem to be several spots that have worn away, just likely due to time, the nature of being in a moist environment. But you notice in the center of her chest, roughly where a necklace would usually sit, there is a perfectly oval indentation. And as you look further, jumping down into that same room where Crassus was, you poke about this small cubby hole in the ground. And as you move the chair and the bed around, you find a small cache of papers, seemingly forgotten, wedged between the bed and the wall. You find what appear to be long strands of some kind of horsehair, neatly tied off to the side. And you also find, almost like it was misplaced, lost. It's you see something shining wedged between two stones of the floor. Just barely a glint in the dim light. You gonna try and take it out?
Yeah. She's taking the papers and she's taking the horsehair because both she and I know that was used for violin bows. just in case.
Go ahead and roll me a dexterity check to see if you can pry this out from between the stones.
Yeah, it would be a +4, right? Because my dexterity is a 4.
Yeah.
That is a 7.
You try to pull at this, but it's wedged tightly in. I will say that you could attempt to use your thieves' tools
I was gonna ask if I could
to
use
additionally.
my... Sorry.
However, if you fail this DC, I will say that your tools break in the stone.
Pride or safety is the question.
That is the question for you, Yuiza, isn't it?
I will, against better judgment, use my thieves tool.
Okay.
$15.
If it meets, it beats. Good job. It takes some doing and a lot of finesse, but much like when you're practicing working on a complicated lock, a deep breath in, out, and you focus in on the task at hand, Yuiza. And after a moment, it jiggles up just a bit that you pull out not just a pendant, but the gold chain that it sits on. And as you turn it over in your hand, you see an opal stone set in a gold setting. Nearly flawless for having been wedged between a crack in the rocks. And as you flip it over, carved on the back, your eyes of the runekeeper kick in to that strange, unknown language. And it appears to be an inscription, implying that this was not only just a gift, but a great honor. Something to... It doesn't translate exactly into common, but from the fragments of what is said, it says to keep it safe and keep it secret. And you see a set of scales in the center of this phrase, resting atop a hammer.
Keep it safe and keep it secret. Okay. Okay. And a hammer and a scale, okay. Would it look like the necklace would fit on the statue?
It could.
When it talks about keeping it safe, would the implication be keeping the necklace itself safe and secret, or like not using the necklace?
That would be hard to imply, to figure out for this. However, I will give you that the image of scales resting atop a hammer is the symbol of Tyr.
Yes. Yes, I am aware. Against my better judgment, Yuiza is going to take the necklace and put it on the statue.
You all watch as Yuiza climbs out of this little cubbyhole where Crassus was. Fisscourth and Sulong, I assume you're checking over Crassus just as you discuss the historical implications of this place. And behind you, Yuiza climbs up onto that altar. It's
happening in the
several
background
feet.
while they're studying.
Yeah, it's several feet up off the ground. It's a raised platform, and you get up there. You go up to the statue and place it in. And as you do, the snake in the hand of the woman animates, and it slides down her arms to her feet and completes a circle around the statue before the statue itself slides back into the wall, revealing a set of staircases going further down beneath the mountain. And that is where we will call it for today.
You know, honestly, I thought you were going to say, your eyes of the Rune Keeper flip on. And that's where we'll pick up next week.
Honestly,
That would have been...
I'm taking out this D100. We one turn killed that thing.
Yep, go ahead and dig out your next die. We are going to go around and say our goodbyes. If you're a member of our Patreon, feel free to hop into the Discord server that all of our patrons have access to in the A Seat at the Table thread. You can ask us our questions about this game, about tonight's episode. You can share with us your predictions about what comes next. And, you know, just come say hi. And we will be going into our after show shortly after this. Okay, you guys. Who wants to do their goodbye first? Thank you to all our patrons and Twitch subscribers for your continued support. This show is made possible by listeners like you. Fisscourth was played by Abby. Arat was played by Zachary Vaudo. Yuiza was played by Alessa Vamp. Sulong was played by RJ. And your GM this evening was Sara Roberts. Luck and Chaos is recorded live on Thursday nights. If you'd like to join us for a live recording, check out hypegoblin.com/events for the full live schedule. Links to cast social media, third-party supplements used in the game, affiliate links, and the show's Patreon are available in the episode description. A Twist of Fate, Luck and Chaos theme by Sneakernet is available now on Bandcamp. Don't forget to like and review this episode on your platform of choice, and we'll see you all in the next one.